Yo, what's going on? Haven't posted in a while. Been really busy with my classes. I'm gonna try to my best not to use a lot of ums in this video. I'm working on my speech. You can tell a little bit, but I've been very preoccupied with a lot of my studies, my homework. I have two papers that are one paper is due tomorrow. The other one was due last Sunday. I just found out about it the day it was due, but there's no actual deadline for it. She doesn't really, I'm going to say this, she isn't really concerned with when things are turned in. More of, she wants us to understand what it is we're learning. But I'm not going to take that literally, so I'm going to make sure that's the last paper that's late. But what I have to do every day, I have to make repetition out of what I learned. So when the test comes, when the final comes, I don't feel like I need to study. I'll just be like, oh, I know what this is. I know what that is. And I got to do that every night. So I don't really have time for anything. I get 4-5 hours a day to study. And I'm going to the gym to study my work because the libraries are usually closed down here. They're closed on Sunday. See, in Jacksonville, they're open every day. The Planet Fitness in Jacksonville is open 24/7 every day. But not down here. But that's why I've been a little busy. Haven't time for much of anything. And to be honest, I've been a little depressed because I'm just starting to just see reality for what it is, life for what it is. The nursing home experience still bothers me. The hospital experience of mine still bothers me. The fact that I almost died, that still sort of just haunts me every day. And it doesn't help the job that I work, but the kind of work I do, well, the temp agency that I work for, when I get hired, because I feel like I have a good chance of getting hired, because they sort of see I'm dedicated in what I do. It can really see it. I can see a difference in my paycheck when I get hired. November 3rd should be my hire date after 90 days. So I'll see a big difference in my paycheck when I do work there. But I don't want to leave this job in spite of the fact that I have trouble with the fact that we can't use our phones or listen to music while we work. And your thoughts are basically your music and your entertainment. And I'm just thinking about, like, there are times when I could pull out my phone. I can't explicitly have my phone out, but I can have my phone out and look at my study notes I take screenshots of. I do that until it gets pretty boring. Then I'll just think about childhood memories, summer camp, going to Six Flags, going to Wildwood, stuff like that. Other than that, just thinking about just everything. I know for a fact that one of my old jobs, see, when you have a phone number or you give them an email, I think they can see your account. Like, they can see if you have accounts anywhere, or they can link your social media to your phone. I don't know, maybe, but I know for a fact somebody at my old job probably watches this channel. Maybe, I don't know, because someone commented on here, and I just feel like that probably is the guy from my job. I don't really care though. If it is, doesn't matter. But the comment sounds a little bit like his actual words. It sounds like him. But I don't I laugh at some of the comments here. They're pretty funny. Like, I had this video where I just took a picture of my sandwich. Someone said, I like the music in the background. Sorry for being off topic. Like, that was funny to me because the sandwich was like the video. The sandwich was actually what the video was about. And I didn't even know there was music playing in the background. I just uploaded it. But I was just like, it's like, I just laugh at that because It's like, let's say two planes just hit like a building, right? During the month of like May on like the 10th. And, someone comments, it's like, oh, those are really nice shoes that person has on that's running from the planes getting hit. That's just what it came off like. But thanks for the comments, good or bad. I don't really, at this point, and you can sort of tell, I don't really know. I don't really think when I get more established, I don't think I'm going to really care about the extras that life has to offer. As in, I'm at the job the other day and I helped this girl out with showing her how to do the machine that I'm pretty, I do pretty efficiently. It's a certain machine I want to work every day. I show her how to do it. And, she started talking to me like the second time, like conversation. And it's like, I'm becoming very cynical. A lot of people don't know what that word means. Because let me tell you something about blue collar work. Don't tell them you're in school. Don't tell them you're trying to get an education in a job like this with people over the age of 30 or 40. Don't tell them you're in school, because I'm not making this up. I'm becoming. Oh, didn't mean for that turn on. Hit something on my steering wheel. I'm telling this guy that this job makes me more of a cynical person day by day. Just like, it's just based on some of the personalities there. Like, there's a certain side I don't really want to work at. I don't really want to work down like the end of the warehouse. I don't want to work on a certain area. I feel like that side is the ghetto part, and my side that I work at, that's like the more professional part. I want to stay down here as long as I can. But long story short, he was like, what's that cynical? What's that mean? What's that mean? And I looked at him like, I just said, nothing, don't worry about it. I simplified the word, saying this job is just making me have a less trust of humanity. But I didn't even want to say humanity, because I didn't want to be like, what's humanity mean? What's that mean? The same guy who I told him what I'm studying, and he said, oh, what's that? What's that, right? What's that? I was like, you don't know what the major that I'm studying means? The word in one of the words in my major happens to be a hint on what I'm doing. Like, it shouldn't really be much of a surprise that you can't understand what this word means. But I ain't giving out my major. But one piece of advice I want to give you with blue collar work: don't tell them you like to read. Don't tell them you like to watch foreign films. You want to get an education. You want to do more than just work there. Don't tell them that, because then they start saying, oh, there's that uppity old Negro talking about he want to go to college and learn how to read and write. Tell them that you read on a third grade level and you dropped out of high school in the 10th grade and you just got out of jail. You won't have any problems then.